Today, we're going to dig into something pretty incredible, an ancient body of knowledge that might just hold the keys to the future of our food. We're talking about the deeply scientific system of traditional Indian agriculture. And we're kicking things off with a huge question. Is it possible that wisdom from like 10,000 years ago could actually help us solve the massive food crisis we're facing today? I mean, it sounds kind of crazy, right? But let's really unpack this. Okay, so let's be real. We all kind of know that our current way of farming has some serious downsides. The source material lays it out pretty clearly. We're burning through our soil, draining our groundwater, and poisoning what's left with fertilizers. And that's not even mentioning the chaos it's causing for ecosystems. Think about the honeybees or these new superweeds that are becoming impossible to deal with. This is the mess we're in. So with that problem in mind, let's pivot. Let's look at a potential solution from way back. And I want to be super clear here. We're not talking about some basic primitive farming. We're talking about a highly advanced scientific system with a paper trail, a documented legacy stretching back for thousands of years. Just look at this timeline. This is what blows my mind. This isn't just word-of-mouth folklore. It was written down, studied, and improved upon. You have the Krishi Parashara, which you could call the world's very first textbook on farming from before the 4th century BCE. And it doesn't stop there. Over the centuries, you get these incredibly specific texts on everything from plant health to water management. It's a continuous, unbroken chain of scientific inquiry. But here's the thing that really separates this system from, well, pretty much everything else. It was built on a completely different foundation. It wasn't just about maximizing yield. It was deeply ethical, even spiritual. This quote here says, "Know that food is Brahman," which basically elevates food to the level of the divine. You can imagine how that one idea completely changes how a farmer treats the land. Okay, so philosophy is great, but how did it actually work on the ground? How did that worldview lead to real practical farming techniques? Well, this is where the ingenuity really shines. Imagine you're a farmer in ancient India. Your entire life, your family's survival, depends on one thing, the monsoon. Getting it right is everything. So what do? They develop these incredibly sophisticated ways to predict the weather. But here's the genius part. They boiled down all that complex observation into simple, repeatable formulas that anyone could use. Check this out. This method comes straight from that ancient text, the Krishi Parashara. It's just simple arithmetic, right? Take the year, multiply it, add a little, divide, and whatever number is left over, the remainder, tells you what to expect from the rains that year. It's a brilliant hack for putting complex science into the hands of every single farmer. So you do that quick math, you get a number, and what does that number get you? Well, it tells you which planet is ruling the year's weather. If it was Venus, you were in for excellent rain. If it was Mars or Saturn, well, you knew you had to conserve water. This gave farmers an unbelievable advantage for planning ahead. And they weren't just looking at the sky. They were looking down at the ground with just as much scientific rigor. I mean, look at this. They didn't just see dirt. They had this incredibly detailed system for classifying soil based on its fertility, its color, even the climate it was in. This is next-level agroecology, and it let them match the perfect crop to the perfect piece of land. They were also tech innovators. This is one of my favorite examples, the drill plow. It's a uniquely Indian invention. Think about it. It's like a two-in-one tool from thousands of years ago. It let you plow the field and plant the seeds at the exact same time. That is a massive jump in efficiency and sustainability. So you might be thinking, okay, that's a few cool tricks, but how widespread was all this knowledge? Well, recently, the Indian Council of Agricultural Research went out and tried to document all of these indigenous practices. What they found was just, wow, almost 5,000 of them, 4,879 distinct techniques still being used. But wait, it gets even better. The really wild part isn't just the number of practices, it's how many of them actually work, according to modern science. IKS tested them, and what they found is just staggering. 85% of these ancient techniques are scientifically valid and effective. Let that sink in. This isn't just history, it's proven living science. Okay, so all these techniques, they're not just a random collection of good ideas. They all stem from a fundamentally different way of looking at the world. It's about seeing the farm not as a factory for producing food, but as a single living, breathing system. And at the heart of it all is this concept called rhythm. It's a bit of a deep idea, but you can think of it like the universe's operating system, the fundamental cosmic order. For a farmer, this meant understanding that everything, the soil, the tiny microbes, the plants, the sun, the water, it's all part of one interconnected system. Your job isn't to control it, it's to work with it. And when you put these two worldviews next to each other, the difference is just night and day. Modern chemical farming often treats soil like a dead thing, just something to prop up a plant while we pump it full of chemicals. The traditional view? It sees the soil as a living community, the real source of all the plant's food. It's a total mindset shift, from forcing inputs to fostering health. You know, what's so cool is that modern science is basically confirming what these ancient farmers knew intuitively. We now know that plants will send as much as 30% of their energy, the energy they get from the sun, down into their roots just to feed the microbes in the soil. Why would they do that? Because those microbes act like tiny chefs, breaking down minerals and serving up nutrients the plant can't get on its own. It's a partnership. It's an intelligent system. So let's bring this all home. This has been a fascinating look at the past, but what's the point for us, right now, in the 21st century? This can't just be an academic exercise. The whole idea is to build a bridge from this ancient wisdom to the challenges we face today. Now, it's not all sunshine and roses. We can't just flip a switch and go back. There are real challenges here. Some of these methods take more work, farmers are understandably scared of getting smaller harvests, and we're still proving that this can work economically on a massive scale. It's a tricky transition for sure. So what's the answer? Well, it's not about choosing one over the other. The real path forward seems to be a smart, hybrid approach, taking the incredible ecological wisdom from the past and blending it with the best of modern science and innovation. So when you step back and look at the whole picture of Bharatiya Krishi, traditional Indian agriculture, the achievements are just incredible. You've got crop diversity that can handle climate change, advanced soil and water science, mind-blowing weather forecasting, sustainable ways to manage pests, and it's all wrapped up in this ethical framework that sees the big picture. It's a systems approach that we're only now beginning to truly appreciate. And the best part? This isn't just theoretical. It's actually being put into practice right now. States in India like Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka have huge natural farming programs that are using these very principles, and they're seeing success, proving that this can work on a massive scale. So I want to leave you with this thought. We're always chasing the next big thing, the next technological fix. But what if the future of farming isn't about inventing something new? What if it's about remembering something old, about rediscovering a more balanced, a more cooperative relationship with nature itself? And maybe it all comes down to this one simple, powerful idea from the Chandogya Upanishad. It says that when your food is pure, your very being becomes pure. It's a beautiful way of saying that how we grow our food isn't just about feeding our bodies. It's about nourishing the entire system, ourselves included. Thanks so much for watching.